you ever practiced an Afrikaans sentence until you know it perfectly, and then someone asks you a real question, and suddenly every word disappears? You know the answer, you've said it before, but now your brain is trying to translate everything at once. You're thinking about word order, you're trying to remember the right word, and by the time you're ready to answer, the conversation has already moved on. If that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. That little gap between knowing Afrikaans and actually using Afrikaans in a conversation is exactly what we're working on today. Hello and welcome to Learn Afrikaans with Lexorial. I'm Nerika and this is episode 10, the final episode of our first beginner season. Over the past 9 episodes, you've learned how to introduce yourself, talk about your daily routine and your week, speak about the things you enjoy doing, and tell someone about the important people in your life. Today, we're going to bring all of that together. And the good news is, I'm not giving you a long list of new words to learn. Instead, we're going to take the Afrikaans you already know and start using it more naturally. We'll begin with some simple practice. I'll show you how to make your answers a little longer, how to ask something back, and what you can say when you get stuck and need a second to think. And then, towards the end of the episode, you and I are going to have a complete 3-minute conversation in Afrikaans. No English translations, no sentence starters, just you, me, and the Afrikaans you've been building throughout this season. And because this is our season 1 finale, I also have a little something for you. I've put together a free season 1 phrase guide with 10 useful phrases and sentence patterns from the series, along with English translations, examples, and a short speaking challenge. Stay with me until the end and I'll tell you where you can get your free copy. But for now, don't worry about speaking perfectly. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need long answers. Just answer the question, add a little more when you can, and keep going. So, speak out loud with me today, even if you have to stop and think sometimes. Let's see how much Afrikaans you can already use. This is episode 10 in our Beginner Afrikaans series and the final episode of season 1. Today we're going to do something a little different. Over the last 9 episodes, you've learned a lot of little pieces of Afrikaans. You can introduce yourself. You can say where you are from, where you live, and which languages you speak. You can talk about your day, your week, and the things you enjoy doing and the people in your life. Today we're going to put all of those little pieces together and actually use them in a conversation. By the end of this episode, you'll take part in a guided Afrikaans conversation that lasts about 3 minutes. Now, 3 minutes might not sound very long, but think back to the beginning of the series, when even answering "Wat is jou naam" took some thought. Now you have quite a lot more Afrikaans to work with, and I'm not expecting perfect grammar. I'm not expecting long, complicated answers either. The goal is much simpler. Answer the question. Add a little bit more if you can, and keep talking. We'll build up to the final conversation together. First, you'll hear what a longer conversation can sound like. Then we practice how to make your answers a little fuller, how to ask something back, and what you can say when your brain suddenly decides to forget every Afrikaans word you've ever learned. It happens. So let's see how much Afrikaans you can already use. Let's start with a conversation between Anna and Daniel. They're meeting for the first time at a friend's birthday party. You'll hear Afrikaans from across the whole beginner series. Don't try to memorize the conversation. Just listen to how one topic naturally leads to another. Hi, ek is Anna. Wat is jou naam? Hi, ek is Daniel. Lekker om jou te ontmoet. Hoe gaan dit? Dit gaan goed, dankie. En met jou? Baie goed, dankie. Waar kom jy vandaan? Ek kom van Duitsland, maar ek bly nou in Kaapstad. En jy? Ek kom van Suid-Afrika en ek bly in Stellenbosch. Watter tale praat jy? Ek praat Duits en Engels. Ek leer ook Afrikaans. O, lekker. Kan jy al Afrikaans praat? Ja, 'n bietjie. Ek verstaan eintlik meer as wat ek kan praat. Jy doen goed. Wat doen jy vir werk? Ek werk van die huis af. Ek begin gewoonlik so 8 uur. En jy? Ek is 'n onderwyser. Ek werk van Maandag tot Vrydag. Wat doen jy graag in jou vrye tyd? Ek lees graag en ek gaan gereeld stap. Oor die naweek kuier ek ook graag saam met my familie. En jy? Ek luister baie na musiek en ek speel elke Saterdag tennis. Is jou familie ook hier in Kaapstad? Nee, hulle bly in Duitsland, maar ek het goeie vriende hier. My suster kom kuier soms. O, lekker. Hoe lyk jou suster? Sy is lank en sy het kort bruin hare. En wat 'n soort mens is sy? Sy is baie vriendelik en geselserig. Wat doen julle graag saam wanneer sy kom kuier? Ons gaan stap en ons gaan eet soms saam. Wat doen jy gewoonlik op 'n Sondag? Sondae slaap ek 'n bietjie later, dan drink ek koffie, lees 'n boek en maak middagete. Dit klink lekker. Hoe laat staan jy gewoonlik op? So 8 uur. En jy? Ek staan gewoonlik 7 uur op, selfs oor die naweek. Ek kan ongelukkig nie laat slaap nie. Ek verstaan. Ek hou baie van slaap. Ek ook, maar my lyf wil nie saam speel nie. That sounded much more like a real conversation, didn't it? Neither Anna nor Daniel gave huge answers. Most of the time, they answered the question, added one little detail, and then asked something else. That's all you need to do to make a conversation last longer. You don't need complicated Afrikaans, you just need enough Afrikaans to keep going. Before we start practicing, I want to remind you how much Afrikaans you already have. You can greet someone. Hallo, hoe gaan dit? You can introduce yourself. Ek is, ek kom van, ek bly in. You can talk about languages. Ek praat Engels. Ek leer Afrikaans. Ek kan 'n bietjie Afrikaans praat. You can talk about work. Ek is 'n onderwyser. Ek werk van die huis af. Or maybe ek studeer. You can talk about your normal day. Ek staan 7 uur op. Soggens drink ek koffie. Deur die dag werk ek. Saans lees ek. You can talk about your week. Ek werk van Maandag tot Vrydag. Ek oefen elke Dinsdag. Oor die naweek rus ek. You can talk about things you enjoy. Ek hou van musiek. Ek lees graag. In my vrye tyd gaan stap ek. And you can talk about people in your life. Dis my suster, Lisa. Sy bly in Pretoria. Ons kom goed oor die weg. Ons gaan gereeld saam stap. You can even describe someone. Sy het lang bruin hare. Hy dra 'n bril. Sy is vriendelik en geselsrig. Now, obviously, you're not going to squeeze all of that into every conversation. The important thing is that you have choices. If someone asks you a question, you now have several different directions the conversation can go, and that makes speaking much easier. One of the easiest ways to sound more comfortable in a conversation is to stop after one sentence and then just add one more little thing. You don't need to give a speech. Let's look at an example. I ask, waar bly jy? Where do you live? You could just say Kaapstad. And yes, I understand you. But you already know how to give me a full sentence. Ek bly in Kaapstad. And then you could add just one more detail. Ek bly in Kaapstad, maar ek kom van Engeland. I live in Cape Town, but I'm from England. That is already a much nicer answer. Here's another one. Wat doen jy graag in jou vrye tyd? What do you enjoy doing in your free time? You could say, ek lees graag. Perfect. Now add something. Ek lees graag en ek luister baie na musiek. Or tell me why. Ek lees graag want dit help my ontspan. I enjoy reading because it helps me relax. What about? Wat doen jy oor die naweek? You might say, oor die naweek rus ek. And then, ek kuier ook graag saam met my vriende. See? Nothing complicated. One answer, one extra detail. Let's try a few. Watter tale praat jy? Tell me which languages you speak, and then add that you're learning Afrikaans. Good. Now, hoe lyk jou dag gewoonlik? Tell me one thing you do in the morning and one thing you do later in the day. And wat doen jy graag in jou vrye tyd? Tell me what you enjoy doing and, if you can, why you enjoy it. Baie goed. That little extra detail is often the difference between answering questions and actually having a conversation. There's another very easy trick for keeping a conversation going. Don't make the other person do all the work. Ask something back. And the easiest way to do that is by saying en jy and you. Say it with me. En jy. If someone asks, waar bly jy? You could say, ek bly in Durban En jy? If someone asks what you enjoy doing, ek lees graag. En jy? Easy. There's one little variation you already know. If someone asks, hoe gaan dit met jou? You can answer, dit gaan goed, dankie. En met jou? So after hoe gaan dit, we normally use en met jou. For lots of other questions, en jy works perfectly. You can also ask a whole question back. For example, wat doen jy graag in jou vrye tyd? Or wat doen jy oor die naweek? And don't forget the little reactions people use in real conversations. Things like, o, lekker, oh, nice. Or, dit klink lekker, that sounds nice. Or simply, regtig, really? Those tiny responses make a surprisingly big difference. Okay, let's practice. I'm going to ask, wat doen jy graag in jou vrye tyd? Answer me and then ask, en jy? I'll answer, ek lees graag en luister baie na musiek. Now react. You can say, dit klink lekker. Good. You didn't just answer me, you kept the conversation going. Now for something very important. At some point, you are going to get stuck. Someone is going to say something too quickly. You'll forget a word, or your brain will simply go completely blank. That does not mean the conversation is over. You just need a few rescue phrases. First, ek verstaan nie heeltemal nie. I don't completely understand. Say it with me. Ek verstaan nie heeltemal nie. If you want the person to say something again, kan jy dit weer sê? Can you say that again? That's a very useful one. Kan jy dit weer sê? If they're speaking too quickly, kan jy 'n bietjie stadiger praat? Can you speak a little more slowly? Say it with me. Kan jy 'n bietjie stadiger praat? And if you're looking for a word, you can ask, hoe sê mens in Afrikaans? How do you say in Afrikaans? For example, hoe sê mens appointment in Afrikaans? You can simply put the English word in the middle if you need to. And if you just need a second to think, laat ek gou dink. Let me think for a moment. That one is very natural. Laat ek gou dink. These aren't emergency sentences you should be embarrassed to use. They're a part of having a conversation. Native speakers ask people to repeat themselves too. Let's practice. Ask me to say something again. Kan jy dit weer sê? Good. Now ask me to speak more slowly. Kan jy 'n bietjie stadiger praat? And tell me you need a moment to think. Laat ek gou dink. Perfect. If you get stuck later, use one of these instead of giving up on the whole conversation. Okay, let's get your Afrikaans moving. I'm going to ask you a few quick questions. For now, just give me one clear sentence. Don't worry about making the answers long yet. Ready? Wat is jou naam? Waar kom jy vandaan? Waar bly jy? Watter tale praat jy? Wat doen jy vir werk? Or maybe you study. Hoe laat staan jy gewoonlik op? Wat doen jy graag in jou vrye tyd? Wat doen jy gewoonlik oor die naweek? Wie is iemand wat vir jou belangrik is? Baie goed. Look at that. You've just answered questions from right across the beginner series. Now we're going to take those same kinds of answers and make them feel less like questions in a lesson and more like part of a conversation. Let's try a longer conversation now. I'll still help you a little this time. Try to give me one or two sentences for each answer, and whenever it feels natural, add en jy. Ready? Hallo, hoe gaan dit met jou? You can answer dit gaan and then ask en met jou. Met my gaan dit goed, dankie. Wat is jou naam en waar kom jy vandaan? You can say ek is en ek kom van. Lekker om jou te ontmoet. Waar bly jy nou? Start with ek bly in. Add another detail if you can. Watter tale praat jy? You can also tell me that you're learning Afrikaans. Kan jy al 'n bietjie Afrikaans praat? You might say, ja, 'n bietjie, or ek verstaan meer as wat ek kan praat. Jy doen goed. Wat doen jy vir werk? You can talk about your job, your studies, or what you normally do during the day. Hoe lyk jou dag gewoonlik? Tell me something about your morning and something about later in the day. Wat doen jy graag in jou vrye tyd? Tell me what you enjoy doing and maybe how often you do it. Dit klink lekker. Wat doen jy gewoonlik oor die naweek? Now tell me about someone who is important to you. Wie is iemand wat vir jou belangrik is? You can tell me who the person is, where they live, or something you enjoy doing together. Hoe lyk die persoon? Mention one thing about their appearance. And watse soort mens is hy of sy? Tell me a little something about their personality. Baie goed. Now I want you to practice turning the conversation around. Ask me. En jy? Wat doen jy graag in jou vrye tyd? Ek lees graag. Ek stap baie en ek luister natuurlik graag na potsendings. There you go. You asked me a question too. That already felt much more like a real conversation. In the final round, I'll remove the English help and we'll do the whole thing in Afrikaans. Before the final conversation, let's do one last bit of practice. I'll give you a short answer. You add one more detail. First, ek bly in Johannesburg, and where you're originally from. For example, ek bly in Johannesburg, maar ek kom van Kaapstad. Good. Next, ek leer Afrikaans. Add another language you speak, or tell me how much Afrikaans you understand. For example, ek leer Afrikaans en ek verstaan al 'n bietjie. Next, deur die dag werk ek. Add something you do in the evening. For example, deur die dag werk ek en saans lees ek. Good. Now, ek stap graag. Tell me how often you walk or why you enjoy it. For example, ek stap elke dag want dit help my ontspan. And then finally, dis my vriend Sam. Tell me where Sam lives and something you do together. For example, dis my vriend Sam. Hy bly naby en ons drink gereeld koffie saam. Baie goed. That's exactly what you're going to do in the final conversation. Keep your sentences simple, and whenever you can, add just one more little detail. Okay, this is it. From the moment I say hello, we are going to use only Afrikaans. No English translations, no sentence starters. Just listen to the question and answer as naturally as you can. Try to give me one or two sentences each time. And if you get stuck, remember, kan jy dit weer sê? Kan jy 'n bietjie stadiger praat? Or laat ek gou dink. You have everything you need. If you need a little bit more time to answer, just pause the episode. Gereed? Hallo? Hoe gaan dit met jou? Met my gaan dit goed, dankie. Wat is jou naam? Lekker om jou te ontmoet. Waar kom jy vandaan? En waar bly jy nou? O, lekker. Watter tale praat jy? En hoekom leer jy Afrikaans? Baie goed. Wat doen jy vir werk? Hoe lyk jou dag gewoonlik? En wat doen jy gewoonlik in die aand? Wat doen jy graag in jou vrye tyd? If you asked, en jy? I will answer, ek lees graag, ek stap baie en ek luister graag na potsendings. Wat doen jy gewoonlik oor die naweek? Vertel my 'n bietjie van iemand wat vir jou belangrik is. Hoe lyk die persoon? En watse soort mens is hy of sy? Wat doen julle graag saam? Dit klink lekker. Nou is dit jou beurt. Now it is your turn. Vra my, waar bly jy? Ek bly in Suid-Afrika. En vra my nou, wat doen jy graag in jou vrye tyd? Ek lees graag en ek gaan graag stap. Baie dankie vir die lekker gesprek. Dit was lekker om met jou te gesels. And that's it. You just took part in a full Afrikaans conversation. So, how did that go? Maybe some of the questions were easy. Maybe there were a few where your brain went, nope, absolutely no Afrikaans available today. That's okay. Think about what you were able to do. You answered questions about yourself. You talked about where you're from and where you live. You talked about your languages. You talked about your normal day, your free time, and your weekend. You talked about someone important to you, and you even asked me a few questions. That's a huge difference from where we started in episode 1. And please don't think of that final conversation as a test. There is no pass or fail here. It's practice. If one part felt difficult, go back and try it again. Maybe the next time, make one of your answers a little longer. Or add en jy after one of your answers. Or use completely different answers. You can even invent a whole new person if you want to. Today you live in Cape Town, speak 3 languages, and play tennis every Saturday. Next time, you can live in Pretoria, work from home, and spend your weekends doing absolutely nothing. The point is to practice using the patterns until they start coming out without so much thinking. And that brings us to the end of season 1. You started this series with short, simple Afrikaans sentences. Now you can use those sentences together to have a conversation. You will still make mistakes. You will still forget words. And sometimes you'll understand the question perfectly, but have absolutely no idea how to answer it quickly enough. That's part of learning to speak another language. When that happens, keep it simple. Use the Afrikaans you know. Ask the person to repeat themselves if you need to, and keep talking. Hou aan praat, al is dit nie perfek nie. Keep speaking even when it isn't perfect. And that brings us to the end of season 1 of Learn Afrikaans with Flexorial. When we started, you were learning how to introduce yourself with just a few simple sentences. And now, 10 episodes later, you've taken part in a complete 3-minute conversation in Afrikaans. You've come a long way. Of course, that doesn't mean you need to remember every word or speak without making mistakes. You don't. Go back to the earlier episodes whenever you need a little more practice. Listen again, change your answers, and keep using the sentence patterns until they start to feel more and more natural. And to help you review some of what we've covered this season, I've put together a free Season 1 guide for you. Your Season 1 Afrikaans Phrase Guide, 10 useful phrases from Learn Afrikaans with Flexorial. Inside, you'll find 10 useful phrases and sentence patterns from the season, with English translations, examples, and a short speaking challenge to help you practice using them. You can get your free copy at lexorial.com/podcast by joining the Lexorial mailing list. I'll also occasionally send you Afrikaans learning tips, podcast updates, and news about new Lexorial courses and resources. And of course, this isn't the end of your Afrikaans journey or of this podcast. There will be more seasons to come. We'll pick up from where we are now and keep working with practical, everyday Afrikaans. But little by little, we'll start stretching things a bit further. There'll be more natural conversations, more chances for you to speak, and new challenges to help you spend less time translating everything in your head and more time simply responding in Afrikaans. I'm keeping a few things as a surprise for the next season, but the goal won't change. I want to help you actually use Afrikaans in real life, one manageable step at a time. So make sure you follow Learn Afrikaans with Lexorial on your podcast platform, and you'll see season 2 when it arrives. And if you join the mailing list at lexorial.com/podcast, I'll let you know when the new season is ready too. Until then, keep coming back to season 1, repeat the conversations, give different answers, try them again on another day. You might be surprised by how much easier the words come the second or third time around. And before we finish, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for listening, for learning, and especially for speaking along with me throughout this first season. I'm really looking forward to continuing with you in season 2. Dankie dat jy saam met my geleer het. And remember, hou aan praat, al is dit nie perfek nie. Totsiens, vereers.